If you're preparing to take a course of driving lessons, either as a beginner or as a pre-test driver, then this video is going to offer you some useful advice that's going to help save you some time and money. So here's 5 things you need to know about driving lessons in Ireland. Number 1, don't get locked into a block of lessons too soon. I feel it's better to have 1 or 2 lessons that you pay for individually on a lesson by lesson basis with your driving school initially. This will give you a chance to get to know your driving instructor and find out how they communicate and explain things. If after a few lessons you're comfortable and happy with how they are conducting the lesson, then by all means go and sign up for a block of lessons. Tip number 2, is your instructor listing problems or solutions? Any good driving instructor must be able to explain the rules of the road to a learner driver in a calm and articulate way. If your driving instructor is getting agitated or angry with you, then they are showing their own incompetence and limitations. This will badly affect the learner's confidence, and it will also make them nervous about asking questions, which is detrimental to the learning process. Some driving schools are great at telling you what the problem is, but not so great at telling you how to fix it. For example, so recently I was giving lessons to a girl here locally in Wexford, and she said that she had severe trouble getting the handbrake down, and that her previous instructor kept telling her, "You're not letting the handbrake down," and he was basically telling her what she wasn't doing right, but not explaining how to actually fix the problem. So to quote Lalo from Better Call Saul, I said, "Show me. Just show me how you let the handbrake down." This is what she did. She squeezed it here, and she tried to press the button in really hard, and she kept squeezing here at the same time as she was pushing the button in, and it was all a little bit of an unseemly struggle. So I said, "Hang on there, let me show you something. You have to release the button first, as in lift the handbrake slightly like this." I'm just going to get a bit closer. So you lift it like that. That means that this button moves in a little bit. I'm not sure if you saw that there. We'll just try it again. So you lift the handbrake, just say a millimeter or two like that. That means that this button moves in. That then loosens the button and makes it easier to press it in. And down she goes. Bob's your father's brother. So that's what she was doing. She wasn't lifting it up slightly. Then that makes it easier to press the button in, and then the handbrake goes down absolutely fine. So that's what I mean by listing problems instead of listing solutions. Number 3, is your driving instructor professional? As a paying customer, you deserve a certain minimum level of respect and professionalism from your driving instructor. This means that they should be polite, professional, and they should build your confidence behind the wheel. They should also turn up on time and give you the full hour if you paid for the full hour. Punctuality is very important to me personally as a driving instructor, and it should be important to all driving schools. Once the lesson starts, the driving instructor should refrain from unnecessary small talk, because a learner needs to be able to concentrate on the road ahead and not be distracted by pointless chit-chat. I've heard stories about driving instructors texting and taking calls on their phones while conducting a lesson. This is completely unacceptable and totally unprofessional. Such appalling behaviour should be immediately reported to the RSA. Number 4, beware of the big egos. Some driving instructors have egos the size of a hot air balloon. And there's nothing like one of their learners passing a test to inflate their confidence to Conor McGregor levels. So with all this in mind, ask yourself the following question. Is your driving instructor teaching you to be a safe driver for life, or are they just conditioning you to pass a specific test on a specific route? Hopefully it's the former and not the latter. Number 5, beware of the mock test con job. As driving instructors, it's our job to teach and to educate learners on how to be the best driver possible. But some driving schools overuse the mock test format as a way to prepare people for the driving test. Now, don't get me wrong, a mock test can be a very useful exercise. if it's done in a formal way with someone unfamiliar to the learner driver. But if your regular driving instructor is constantly doing mock tests, then they might be wasting your time. As instructors, our job is to teach and not judge. Personally, I feel my hour is better spent observing, educating and explaining things to the learner driver, instead of wasting time just listing faults. Now, if you are looking for a driving school that is professional, dedicated and incredibly knowledgeable, then check out Road Sense Driving School run by Rob McHugh in Kilkenny. He has a great TikTok channel that's well worth checking out. Links in the description. So if you enjoyed this video and you found it useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you soon. Best wishes and safe travels.